Thought our team played well today. Probably, especially the first half, was probably the best half we played defensively all year. We're active. I thought we, pushed them out, made them play a little bit, made them uncomfortable. But I was just happy for our seniors, the guys that came here, Jair, Eddie, Lucas, Jaquan, Kyle, Naheem, you know, Anthony Clayton, Nate Fleischer, and our managers to be able to, in a year like this, to be able to finish it off with a win like that, and at the Dome, just was happy for those guys. Proud of the team. I thought, even though he didn't score a lot today, I thought JJ had a really good, solid floor game, 5 assists. Thought defensively it was his best defensive game of the year. And so, again, just a team that's kept fighting. They haven't changed that. We've come up short, but this team has stayed together. We've all stayed together and just played through everything, and we'll continue to do that. We'll get ready to practice tomorrow, and then pack our bags and go down to Charlotte, to ACC tournament, and get ready for Florida State. Questions?
Adrian, so they were 3 or 15 from 3. I'm assuming that the team that likes to take a lot of threes and makes a lot of threes, that was the way you wanted to guard them. What were you trying to do to them at the 3-point line?
I thought, again, Virginia, no matter what, is a very good offensive team if you let them run their offense. That's a very, very good offense, difficult offense to defend. So, we just wanted to push up and try to make them bounce the ball more the whole game. That's why we extended our pressure, just to kind of make them bounce the ball. They're a very good passing team, a good screening team. So, we just wanted to, make them play, just make them bounce the ball more. That was the biggest thing.
Did you go into tonight's game thinking that you were going to have a mismatch inside with Eddie?
No, I mean, Eddie's been good for us all year. He's one of the best big men in our league, and he's played like that all year. Doesn't really, he's a big part of what we do, so we're going down there regardless. But I thought he did a really good job today of, we were working on a trap, so I thought the first couple of times he caught it, he was waiting to see if they came in a double, and they didn't, and they switched it up. But I thought he did a really good job of getting to his spots and, making passes out and not turning it over. I think, he had 2 turnovers, so that wasn't bad for all the touches that he had.
Coach, to finish regular season on, good game, a good win like this, what does that bring to your team, and how do you make sure that momentum is heading into, the tournament and game against Florida State?
Well, I think, especially the last, 3 or 4 games, being up and kind of coming short and playing well like we did in the first half. We've done that the last couple of games. So to get that win, I know that feels good. I know I'm excited about winning, getting that win. And hopefully, and I think it will, the momentum will carry over, to give them some more confidence as we move forward.
Coach, Lucas Taylor, game high 14. What did he bring to your team today, and how important is he going into the conference tournament?
Lucas has been shooting the ball really well as late, and I thought today, he was. He had to play against Isaac McNeely, who I think is an all-conference guy, and I thought he did a tremendous job on him. I thought, defensively, he did a really good job on him, made it hard for him. That's what we need Lucas to do. But also, Lucas played well offensively. He made shots, he drove it, So, I just thought he provided a lot of energy. But defensively, I thought he was really good today.
Coach, how do you feel about your team in the second half and keeping that comfortable lead and not letting UVA get back into the game?
I just thought we still some things that we got to do better. When they went zone, we were trying to get the lob. Naheem tried to get him to lob a little bit. I thought we could have handled that a little bit better. I thought our defense weakened a little bit, which it tends to do. But I thought the guys that played the majority of the minutes when they got back in. I thought they did a really good job of, keeping them at bay, making shots when we needed to, getting stops when we needed to. But I thought we could have handled the zone a little bit better. But overall, I just thought the guys did a good job of keeping their composure and making the right plays when we needed them.
Jaquan seems like he's starting to play better these last few games. Has anything changed for him in particular?
I think he's reading better. I think he's probably, I think he understands, the reads a little bit better. And, he's always played hard. I think he's not worrying about his shot. I think he's just really in a good space right now mentally. But he's been good for us, for the last probably 7 or 8 games. He's been really good for us. He steadied the ship, kind of what we wanted, when we brought him in, someone that can get people shots. And then if he needs to make a shot, So, but I just think he's been a little bit more poised. I think he's really settled down a little bit, calmed down a little bit, and what we're trying to do and accomplish, and in the reads.
Is there any part of the transition that was harder for him than you guys thought it would be, whether given the size or anything?
I mean, I'm sure it was an adjustment, moving up to this level. There's no doubt about it. And I think for him, probably, when we talk, and I think in his last place as a point guard, I think they have more like nonverbal cues and stuff like that. For me, I want him to be a communicator, and I think that was something that he had to adjust to. And then also, you get thrown into this, and JJ goes down, the ball is in his hand. We really got very limited, like one ball handler. He had a lot of pressure on him, so I think that had a lot to do with it. I think once JJ got back, that was a little bit easier for him to handle that load.
You mentioned the ups and downs that this team always gave everything it had for you. What is that a testament to?
I think it's a testament to them. I think it's a testament to our staff. Again, when you have a season, that you don't get the results that you want, to be able to get up and come into work every day, and tune everything out. And the people that have come to our practices, have seen our practices, you wouldn't you would think we were 25-0. And I just think my staff and our guys, they just. They kept it going, and we kept fighting, and not once did I think that they packed it in, and I know as a coaching staff, we didn't, through everything, I think that we've learned a lot this year, for those guys, this experience here, I'll remind them, this is how the world is, right, and this is what when hard times have come, you can't lay down. You got to keep going. You got to keep fighting, and they did that. So again, this wasn't the season that we wanted record-wise. Not for me, not for any of these guys here, not for our fans, not for anybody here that follows us. We understand that. But within that, when you do have bad times, right? You want to see people fight. You want to see people not give in and not give up. And if there's any credit that I would ask any of you guys to do this, is that's what this team did this year. Through the difficult times, through the hard times, they never stopped. They kept fighting. And again, and I'm proud that they did that. All right, it's bad. To be honest with you, it could have been worse. It could have been worse, and they didn't let it happen. They kept fighting, and everybody that followed, they knew they were in the game. It was just, obviously we didn't close them out, but it wasn't like, we just laid down. So, again, I'm proud of my team for that. Thank you.